Welcome everybody. This is the Rosen College of Hospitality Management Culinary Club cooking lesson of the day. We're going to try and do one every month. This should be an education experience for everybody. We're going to show you guys how to do the proper techniques of cooking. Today what we're going to do is make risotto. Now risotto is an Italian dish made with a special brand of rice. This is called arborio rice. You can use carnoli rice, arborio rice. Arborio is the one that's more widely available. And a lot of people are intimidated by this dish, although they shouldn't be. It's actually very easy to make. It just takes time and you have to be patient with it. So the first thing I'm going to do, I have a pan here. This can be done in a pan or a frying pan or a pot. It just depends on what you want to do. I have a little extra virgin olive oil here because we like the flavor of that. And then get some heat going on that. So the first step is I'm going to do something called sweating. I'm going to take onions, could be shallots. You could use any variation of vegetables or proteins you want here. I'm going to do a simple mushroom risotto today. I'm going to take the onions and I'm going to do what's called sweating. It's a diced onion. And as you see, those of you that are familiar with culinary terms, I have my mise en place set up already. I have my onions ready to go. I'm just going to sweat them a little bit. I want to draw the flavor out and all the aromas and all the oils. I'm going to season it just a little bit, salt and pepper. Seasoning is very important. So the other ingredients for today are just going to be button mushrooms chopped, the rice itself, Parmesan cheese, butter, and a little parsley for garnish. That's it. I have some beef stock working here. Because it's mushrooms, I think beef stock will give a good flavor. If you were doing a chicken risotto or a seafood risotto, you would seafood stock or chicken stock. I've done shrimp risotto, I've done scallop risotto. Really, the variations are endless. That's ready nicely. Next thing I'm going to do is add my rice in. That's the arborio rice. Now the technique I'm going to do here is basically I'm calling risole or curling the rice. I'm coating it with the fats or the oils and I'm toasting it slightly. So as you see, they're starting to turn opaque. And that's about it. So I'm going to add the mushrooms in now and let them saute just a little bit. Start to pick up a little bit of that fat and a little bit of that flavor. The mushrooms will add flavor to the risotto. Now, one of the tricks with risotto is, as they say, each time we add liquid to it, it's called a reduction. The first reduction is always wine. You want that acidity, you want that flavor. Basically, I'm going to let that absorb. Now, as you see, it's gotten kind of dry. That means it's absorbed right into the arborio rice. The next step is just to start adding stock a little bit at a time. This is where patience comes in. This will feed about 6 people. This is a very heavy dish. You don't want to serve a lot, even if it's an entree.
Can you bring it over?
Cost-effective dish for a restaurant.
You can see how much that makes.
Yeah.
That was about 10 button mushrooms, half an onion, 2 cups. What did you say, Jessica?
Oh, no, she So it's a cost-effective dish for a restaurant.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what you add to it. If you did a beef and filet, no.
But as a side dish, if it had just like mushrooms in it, it'd be a good.
Yeah. I would never serve this as a side dish. This is either a course on its own or an entree, so it would be a first course. This is not something you would say fish and a piece of some risotto on the side. This is a meal unto itself. As you guys, if you had it yet, so you'll see when you have it. No. Any wine, and here's the trick when you're doing wine. Don't do that cooking wine thing that you buy at the grocery store.
My dad always told me you never use a wine you wouldn't drink.
And that's exactly the right sentiment. If you wouldn't drink it, why would you put it in food and eat it? So I used, I think this is a German wine. It's not a highly expensive wine. I'll bring it up to you. But it's a good. We had this. This came from our wine lab. Did anybody take a wine class now?
I want to.
And that's it. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't want to use. I mean, technically, you could use water, but you want that flavor of the wine. And when I was taught to make risotto, I was taught the first reduction is always wine. Students of mine will see that on the test. So you guys have the inside scoop. Every one of these folks is in my class right now. Right now at the Rosen College, I teach the food production, techniques of food production class. It's basically an introductory course. If you were in a culinary school, we call fundamentals or techniques or something like that. It sort of covers all of the aspects of cooking professionally in a restaurant.
So, chef, with the cheese that we use for risotto, does it matter?
Technically, no, but typically, traditionally, it's a Parmesan or a Romano. And that adds salt to it, and it adds a punch to it. So here. Taste that cheese. Now it's time for me to test the risotto.
Delectable.
It's about halfway there. It's pretty good. Well, the real trick is the stock or the broth, because that's where all the flavor comes from. You can buy stock or broth at Publix. They come in containers. You can make your own. And we'll do a lesson on how to make good stock. Well, that takes hours. So that'll be time-lapse. And adding more stock as I go. You can see this does take time. Now, if I was doing this to order in a restaurant and have it on a much higher flame, you cannot walk away from this even at this level. If you walk away, it has a tendency to burn. And if it was a food service operation that was doing it to order, I'd be stuck constantly stirring it. Sort of like this. You see it's absorbing all that liquid. When it's done, you're not going to want it to be much drier than that. It's a very soupy, relaxed dish, as I said before. It's getting there close. The last step will be to add a little butter just for body. You want to show me your butter? I have about an ounce and a half of butter. Butter just adds flavor and richness to it. I don't have to add it. As you can see, it's kind of creamy on its own, but butter just tastes good, and that's a technique. And the last thing I'll add is the cheese. I'm going to do a little parsley for color and garnish. You always want to have color in your food. And then we'll start working on the last
Do you have
bit.
any ideas for the next podcast?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Let's see how this one turns out. No one else wants to be on camera?
Yeah. Miss Jessica, looking all gorgeous from her interview.
Jessica was on a job interview today. We get lots of good jobs here at Rosen College.
Oh my god.
Just want to say, guys, if you have any ideas or suggestions on what we should be doing for our next podcast, please comment down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to see more videos in the future.
Who said they wanted to do Greek spanakopita? You do that next.
Spanakopita.
This is Cameron.
Let us know if you would like to see some spanacopitas within our videos, because that was an idea that
I
I
should
had.
introduce myself, which I didn't do.
It's a classic Greek dish.
Project your voice for.
So if you are interested in a spanakopita video, like and subscribe and comment below as well, and just give us some feedback on what type of dishes you would like to see.
You can see what the cheese does.
Yeah.
Always clean your plates. parsley. And that's risotto. That's all I would serve. When you guys taste it, you see it's a very heavy dish.